Yeah, what's going on, fuck boys? It's me, Esther, back here again in the test room of all testing, and we are today looking at the Supra Vandal. That one. This one. It's incredible. I had this weapon built with one former forever, and then I was like, I'm going to do a Supra video. And then I used the Supra, and it was fucking dreadful. So, several changes later, and we are finally gotten it down where we need it to be. But yes, it's an assault rifle with a lot of fucking bullets. 300, same as the Queller. Has a charge up, so as you can see, the first few shots are very slow, and then it ramps up. It also has quite a long reload, but not as slow as the Queller. So here's what it is. You shall see from this. Doesn't take very long. As much as it pains me to say it, I think this is quicker than the Queller. Which is quite annoying, because I really like that weapon. I don't like admitting when I'm wrong. I don't like admitting when one of my favourites is also not very good either. Well, no, it's not that it's not very good, it's just something else does better. I didn't want to admit that the Kuva Ogris does more damage than the Tsar, because the Tsar I had spent so much money on. But you know, hey ho. Sort of different weapons, I suppose we can go in there, but you know, if you want to compare this to anything, the Gorgon probably, because the Gorgon has that sort of slow wind up time, spool up time. But it has the magazine size of the Queller, so I know, take it for how you will. As you can see, it's really good. It's not struggling to chew through 150s. Just pointing that out again. 150, no problems whatsoever. Easy peasy. And these are 150 heavy gunners, so you know, these are armoured to fuck. And yeah, absolutely no mile whatsoever. So yeah, really, really good. Really, really good. I will use the pox, and then we'll swap to the fire rate wisp. That's not the pox. As you can see. It's yeah, quite decent. The only annoyance is it's heavy puncture damage. It's very, very limited, or very, very low slash and stuff like that. So those slash procs that are happening are very, very small. But we did just happen to kill 3, 8 heavy gunners in under 300 shots. So that's pretty decent. Use fire rate wisp, and then I'm sure Mirage will make us question our life's decisions, because she's good at that. Oh shit. It's not what I wanted to do, but yeah, not a problem. Have I mentioned I really, really enjoy Wisp? That might have been brought up once or twice. But yeah. No trouble whatsoever. I'll do it once more without the other button that I pressed. Not that that makes much of a difference. How many shots did we take? So we're on 150, let's say. So it takes around 80 shots, we'll say. I'm not very good at maths. Not very good at many things, to be honest. So that took about, what was that, 56? 50 shots. This is with a fire rate buff though. So, yeah. I'd like to just add in, I hope you guys are enjoying the new style. Really, really working on them now. I hope that's obvious. Hope you guys appreciate all that. If you do, means I'm doing something right. So Mirage, make this stupidly easy for us, why don't you? Stupidly easy, doesn't even begin to describe. Amazing. What can't she do? Other than survive. Yeah, really, really good. Really, really good. So I had this weapon built, like I said, ages ago for status, and that's not what you want. Whether that was decent back in the day or something like that, I don't know, but... As you will see there, Supra Vandal, 3 former, so it's not stupidly expensive. There are certainly ones that take more. There are 3 builds here. I will chuck up a comparison in a minute once I've talked you through the build I would recommend personally, but it's your game, so you can you pick what you want. But for the build I'm recommending, Serration, damage, split chamber, vigilante armaments for multi-shot, point strike, vital sense for crit chance, crit damage, and then high voltage for electric and status. That's really just to add on some corrosive damage. Infected clip, Stormbringer for that corrosive combination. The status is really high without needing, you know, the status mods. So because my status chance is pretty decent already, I figured I'd just pump all of this into more corrosive damage so I can shred those corrupted enemies even quicker. So yeah, nothing expensive there. High voltage maybe. Very relatively affordable. 3 former again. It's not asking stupid amounts. Already has some polarities on it, whether it's 2 Vs or not, I can't remember. Or at least mine did. So take that. What you can also do is put terminal velocity in the Excellus slot. I'm not going to do that because I don't have the platinum on here at the moment, and I get paid tomorrow, so I can't show you that. Well, I mean I can, but I want to save that for something else, so that will come out soon. But if you wanted to chuck on terminal velocity, I haven't got the space anyway, have I? So to make those projectiles, you know, go 6% quicker, I'm sure that would be even better. Eagle Eye, I suppose. Vigilante supplies, I suppose. But I would recommend terminal velocity. Like I said, if I had the platinum, I would show you and space. But that would require 4 former instead. But you'd probably notice a big difference. I'll return to this weapon when I can do stuff like that and show you. I apologise, I'm not balling at the minute. Can't make it rain. So we've got 28.6 accuracy, a 40% crit chance, 4.4 times crit multiplier, 12.50 fire rate, 300 magazine, massive. The noise is alarming, 3-second reload. Yeah, it's a pretty long reload. Status chance 80.5%. So it's quite high. If I take off high voltage and just put that there quick, you will see it's 59%. That's completely base. These don't add to your status chance, so you could, if you don't have high voltage, put on malignant force. It really doesn't make a difference, you know. It's going to add to that corrosive anyway. So if you don't have high voltage yet, if you're new to the game, if you're master rank 14 and new to the game, that doesn't work. But yeah, you can chuck on that if you don't have high voltage for whatever reason. It's a full auto weapon, 26.5 impact, 198.8 puncture, 39.7 slash, and 636 corrosive. So there is that. Now, the other builds. These are just ones I'd chuck together to see if they would make a difference. They all work in their own way, these builds. I've tested them. I will, like I said, after I've talked you through this, I'll chuck these on at the end so you can see the comparison. I've used 3 builds for that, so take that for what you will. But this one is a little bit different. So we've got serration for damage, split chamber for multi-shot, vigilante armaments for multi-shot, heavy caliber for damage minus accuracy. Accuracy is not really that much of a difference on this weapon, I'll be honest with you. I don't think it's a difference on anything, to be fair. Infected clip, Stormbringer again for corrosive, high voltage for even more corrosive damage, and then I put on bladed rounds. 120% crit damage for 9 seconds. When aiming for 9 seconds, that's when you get a kill. So whilst this build would not really go with that, you'd have to replace, say, vigilante armaments with point strike, and then heavy caliber maybe with vital sense. We can try that for yous, just so we can see the difference. We'll do a little bit of testing it. I said this isn't going to count towards the comparison thing I've got going on. That will come up out in the end. But yeah, you'll notice it takes forever to charge up, and then once it starts killing, that crit damage ramps up. So you see now I have 120% crit damage. Again, it's a cool build, it's a cool idea. It just doesn't really work in practice that well, as you can see. It's not. Again, it's, you know, it's holding its own. So if that's all you've got, it works, as you can see. Provided I'm right in their face, hitting them in the head, so you probably aren't going to be able to hit every headshot known to man. And so yeah, it's good. It holds its own. I just personally prefer the build I was using first. But you can, you know, there's an idea for you if you'd like that. And then the final build is this one, which is the same as the first. I believe, no, it's not. The same as the second, with a speed trigger. So heavy caliber serration for damage, split chamber, vigilante armaments, multi-shot, high voltage, Stormbringer, infected clip for all that corrosive and status, and then speed trigger for fire rate. So again, you could really, if you got the space for anything, you can put on what you want. Hammer shot I don't think is going to make a difference, but I'll show you this anyway. I don't have enough space to put vial acceleration on for that 90% fire rate, so this is the only one I can put on, other than vigilante fervor, which is less. So, you know, sometimes less is more. But as you can see, it's very, very quick. This goes to like a 20% fire rate. So it kills them quicker, I think, but you go through more ammo. So if ammo's not a concern, I think this build's pretty decent. I came up with this one on my own. I'm proud of it. I didn't have to watch a build for this. So yeah, as you can see, 60 bleed damage is nothing. But if that's something you want to go with, if you're a fan of high fire rate weapons like the Soma and stuff like that, and you like the high mag capacity of the Supra, then that could be for you. Speed trigger. As you can see, it goes up to 20 fire rate dead on. So there's 3 builds for you. I'll chuck up a comparison now so you can see the difference between all 3 of these builds, and we'll be back in a sec. Yeah, so there we go. It's up to you. You get to choose. I'm going to start doing this for all of these videos now. I'm going to try and make up some other builds, because whilst the title does suggest that these are my builds, maybe there's something in them that you don't like and you want to try something else. There you go, you've got given there is another idea that you could use. It's just something to give you guys an idea if you would like to use something else. If not, well, power to you, it's your game. But there you go, that's been 3 builds for you. Supra Vandal is an incredible weapon. Very, very good. I hope you guys are enjoying the new style of videos. Lots more effort's being put into them, so I hope that's coming off as noticeable, because I wasn't intending to do very much about this. I was intending to do a Tsar video, a Tigris video, and then an Ignis Wraith video, and then I was like, that'll do. I don't upload enough Warframe on the channel, and now it's taken over. Much like Black Ops did. Zombies took over for a little bit, and now Warframe's taken over, and I know not all of you's like that. For those of you that are just here because of me, I appreciate you very much. I apologise, but Warframe is the only game that I'm really enjoying at the moment, so it's the only game I'm playing at the minute. I am trying to slide in videos here and there from other games. I know there's a lot of zombie guys on the channel, so I'll try and get some zombie stuff put out for those of you that are interested in that. But for those of you that are here for Warframe, hello, I appreciate you. Please subscribe. Having lots of fun. So yeah, there you go. If you did enjoy, please smash that like button. If you didn't, for whatever reason, dislike down below. That comment section always open. Maybe if this build helped you, let me know. I'd love to know. That would be great. That would make my day, knowing that I've been able to actually help someone. And if you guys can help me, again, comment section is always open. If you say no, take that mod off and put that mod there, try that. If you don't ask me like a dick, which I've not had yet, to be fair. A lot of these have been very, very nice comments, so I appreciate that big time. You guys will say, well, you don't need this mod, you don't need, say you don't need heavy caliber really, you can put that mod on there instead. I'll read that, I take it all in, I do read them all, I try to answer every single one. I think I'm up to date at the moment. And yeah, that's all that can be said about that. Like I said, it's always open. River mods for this weapon, I'm not sure. I know they're a thing. How much they are, how good they are, I don't know. There was no Riven disposition on the screen, so because I haven't used one, I've not seen one, I'm going to leave that out with this video. Let me know if that's something that you've got that you would recommend me get next for this. Yeah, and like I said before, please subscribe. We're trying to reach 1,000 by the end of the year. And that's, I think, all that is needed to be said. It's been your boy Asu, guys, and I hope you've appreciated. I will see you, hopefully, in the next one.